Hi, today's video is all about my May and June makes, and if you're interested, please stay tuned. Hi lovely people, welcome to It Is Josie here, and I hope you're all doing well. Just like you've read, today's video is about my May and June makes. I know I didn't record anything for my May makes. I just realized I didn't get time to squeeze it in anywhere. It's going to be quite a lengthy one because I've got a lot to show you. I'd like to advise you to get a cuppa so you can enjoy along with me. I know I didn't make myself a cup of tea. With no further ado, I think I'll show you what I've been up to, and I've had a bit of selfless sewing also this month mostly, and I'm proud of myself really. I think I'm getting better at this, sewing for other people. Yep, I'll start by showing you what I made first in May. I didn't really make much in May because I was having a pattern test, which always calls for more time on you, and also with homeschooling and everything going on. That's why I'm no longer making sewing plans videos at the moment. I think I'll be confident to do that once the kids go back to school, and then I can easily plan my time. But at the moment, my time is not mine alone. On top of running a home, then homeschooling 2 children in 2 different classes, it's just money. I'm more is lucky to even get time to sew at all. But yeah, let me show you what I got around to making. My first make was the Doe Magnolia dress, and you might have seen it on my Me Made May Makes video. I know I made it then and I wore it on one of the days. And it's the Doe Magnolia dress. I'll attach a picture here. I won't say much about this dress because I've reviewed this pattern before. I'll attach a link in the cards for my Doe Magnolia dress review. And this was made out of a fabric, I think it's a John Caldo fabric that was given to me by Minova in exchange for a blog post. I'll attach the fabric at the bottom, the link to the fabric, and I'll attach a review of this picture of this pattern if you're interested in it in particular. And I made size 36 from Doe patterns. In that particular video, I discussed all my alterations I've made to this pattern, so I won't go into details about that. However, it's not drafted to be sleeveless. It's drafted for bishop sleeves and butterfly sleeves. However, I wanted to make a change and go for a sleeveless version. And I was sewing it quite late in the night, so I didn't check the fitting because I just wanted to be done with it and put it on the side. So I realized because I omitted the sleeves, definitely the arm size quite big, and the last time I said I was going to reduce, and I finished it up with bias binding. However, I'm quite lazy. I need to undo all that bias binding, take it in because the arm size is quite big and it gets, so I'll need to go in, make it smaller, reduce out that extra fabric, which was expected on a sleeve. If you omit the sleeves are made to fit on a wider arm size. So if you're going for sleeveless, you're supposed to take out the extra bulk. Now I know, and I'll do it next time. So I have to open up the sleeves and take in that bit, but I still wore it that time. I wasn't going anywhere, so I wore it and stayed in my house. And yeah, I'll attach a card and show you pictures of this particular dress. And the next card, I'll try to attach a clip of it. It's be hanging there. I'll try to attach a clip of this particular one. And this is the Love Notions. I'll be saying that name quite many times because I tend to make so many of their patterns. And you know why I make so many of their patterns? Because I pattern tested quite many of them. I'm an ambassador with Love Notions. I've been a pattern tester with them for a while, so you will hear a lot of Love Notions. And I love the patterns. And this is the Allegro skirt pattern. Honestly, this is a bottoms pattern. It comes with so many features. I'll try to attach the lines drawing there. It comes with 2 skirt lengths, and I'll try to attach a clip of this particular one. It features pockets. I made the maxi, it's what I pattern tested, which has slits on the sides, and I made it out of this crepe-like fabric. It was gifted to me by a friend of mine when she was on holiday to South Africa. I don't know where she got it, from Zimbabwe or South Africa. But yeah, she gifted me this fabric. I wasn't sure what I would use it for, and I had lots of it, so I was happy to make this skirt. I'll attach a clip. And this is the Allegro pattern by Love Notions. It comes with a knee-length skirt. It comes with this. That's a maxi. It comes in shorts version and jogger version. Imagine joggers in woven fabrics, and that's my next make from the same pattern. I'll try to attach lines drawing. Then it comes with capri length ones and also ankle length ones. I've not reviewed this particular pattern, but I'm hoping to make the shorts, and I wanted to just review it with a few different makes from the same pattern. And my next make will probably be the elasticated knee length version. I love this pattern. I made a size 4 because with Love Notions patterns I tend to make a size 4 for the bottom, but size 2 if it's a top and a dress, and depending, I'm mostly size 2 with their new blocks at the bust, waist, and go to size 4 for the hips. I'll attach a line drawing and probably a clip of me in that particular skirt. And then my next make, and actually those are the complete makes, those are the 2 things I made in May. However, I got around to cutting so many t-shirts, so many makes on May. I cut out all of them to just, I had a bulk cutting because that's my worst part of sewing, is cutting up. So I had a good time cutting out so many of them, so I didn't sew a lot, but the little time I got around to cutting. And that's where all the selfless sewing comes into play. Yep. And my next make, so this is all June makes. I've actually been productive this month. I don't know what I've been on to, but yeah, it was quite a productive one. And my next make was, I made something for my son. It's a jumper. And yes, if you're wondering, this is season appropriate clothing if you live in the UK. We had 2 days of hot weather. I think that's all the summer we got this year. But I'm positive that we shall get a few more days that are quite as warm. There were 2 hot days really, with highs of 32 degrees up north, but down south it got to 34 degrees, which was pretty hot. I wasn't complaining. But then we're back to the British weather. Don't be lied to by the short sleeves I'm wearing right now. If I must step out, I have to wear a jumper over. So I made my son this jumper, and this is the Love Notions Navigator jumper. I'll try to attach a picture of him in it. And this pattern was released 2 years ago. Yes, and I was fortunate to have pattern tested it for my daughter. And at the same time, I bought this fabric to make one for my son. Never got around to making it. It's been sitting in my cupboard storage for a while until I decided to make him one. He's growing quite tall. Most of his clothes are becoming small. This is a Navigator jumper. I'll try to attach a picture of it. It comes with, I made it out of a fleece, no, sweatshirting, and I used some leftover fabric for the lining for the pocket. This is a French terry fabric, which he had. I've made him a jumper with it. I've used the scraps for so many things. I also used it to line the collar, and I used a strong zipper. It's actually an open-ended zipper. By the time I bought it, it was length enough for his age, but this time around I wanted a strong big zipper, and the only one I had was this open-ended one, and it was quite short, but I still left it so it still opens, but it's easy to fix it. So I had to skip stitching over here because there are some plastic bits that would have broken my needles. And the bonus with this pattern, I made him size 8. He's 9. Sorry, because he's a small boy, so most says I have to go down a size whenever making him something, but lengthen it because it's quite small and tall. So I made this jumper, and the bonus with this jumper definitely is for boys and girls, and it comes with a hoodie version and I decided to omit the hoodie to have just that one without the hoodie. And yeah, it's a good jumper, and this jumper is the boy kids version. However, Love Notions has the Constellation jumper, which is the ladies version, which I also patent tested 2 years ago when it was released. And also they also have the same exact one for men, which is called the North Star. So if you're looking to make the men in your life a jumper, the North Star is exactly like this. And so is the Navigator. Definitely the difference between the men's version and the ladies version. The ladies version is a bit fitted around the waistline for some shaping, and the men's one is not. I've had a go at making the North Star for my husband. It was meant to be a Christmas present, so I wanted to surprise him. Didn't take any measurements, sold it in hiding. Then I got it to him, and it was pretty short and it was quite big. I've been meaning to alter it, but I gave up. I'd rather get fabric, take his measurements afresh, and make a new one. Yeah, and that's what I made for my son, and I'll try to attach a picture of him in it. He actually loves it. Honestly, my children are always grateful whenever I make them something, and it doesn't get that lucky to get much made for him, because we all know how boys and men's patterns are. The girls' patterns come together pretty fast. So I also made a few pieces for my daughter, a few leggings. Let me show you. And these are both, I made 2 pairs of leggings, and they're both free patterns, which I bought so many years ago when I just started sewing. And the first one I made these ones using I think the word is Petite Bow patterns, and the leggings are called the Floral Capri leggings. They are your basic capri leggings for girls. I just had this fabric in my stash. It's a cotton jersey. Honestly, it's your basic patterns. They come together pretty fast. The only alterations I made, I go a size up for her and lengthen the back piece of the leggings to just cater for her bum. And they fitted right, and she likes them. Just sewed it up. They come together pretty fast. I sewed them up with my overlocker and cover stitch machine with the hemming. Honestly, I have no problem with hemming with cover stitch machines. It's when I have to sew around necklines and I'm about to stop sewing down necklines with my cover stitch machine, because it makes me say so many words. And then this is the next one I made for her, and this is also a free pattern, and these are girls' Shortie leggings. They're meant to be quite short leggings, really, biker length. And these are by the Nap Time Creations. I'll try to attach the names at the bottom. Probably also links in the description box if you're interested. And this is also a free pattern, and I made her size 8. I think it runs up to size 10 if I'm not mistaken. And they're your basic leggings. And she loves them, and this is a jersey fabric, denim look jersey fabric. I bought from my local B&M Fabrics, and I think got this from them a few years ago. They stock really, unfortunately doesn't have an online presence. However, sometimes they sell fabrics off their Facebook page. It's not the easiest because you have to contact them and tell them what you've seen and what you're interested in. But it's a local fabric shop in Leeds that stocks wonderful jersey fabrics, which are really good. I can't fault their fabrics. Then the next selfless making, I made her 2 raglan shirts using this Jalie pattern, Jalie Nico pattern. Oh, my camera loves to focus, but I know you can see the pictures there. And it's the Jalie 3669 men's raglan tee pattern. And actually it's drafted for both boys and men, and it has 27 sizes. So this is your ultimate pattern if you want to sew for men in your lives. I realize actually most of Jalie patterns cater for a big wide size range from boys to men, even ladies. A few of their leotard sports leggings patterns cater for a big size range, and this is drafted for boys from size 2 to men size XXL. So I made this pattern before for my son, for my husband, and then for my daughter. And why I think also ladies can make it sew up with them, it actually comes with short sleeves. I know the line drawing may not be clear, but it comes with short sleeves, 3/4 sleeves and full length sleeves, and it comes with a straight hem and also a curved hem. And because it has the curved hem feature, I use that to sew up my daughter's t-shirts because it's more flattering. It comes off like a feminine feature to the pattern, so that's why I use it for my daughter. And I made her 3/4 sleeves. I've made her this pattern before, so I had this leftover fabric, and I once made myself a similar top, but using the till and the buttons Frankie Tee, the raglan one. So with the leftover fabric, I decided to make her one so we can have similar tops. So I made her one of these. I don't think I will need to take a picture because I'll post another picture of the other. And I made her one of these, which she loves. I made this out of a cotton jersey fabric and a viscose for the sleeves. This is a viscose fabric, viscose jersey. And if you ever bought fabric from Jalie, they used to sell many cotton jerseys, the printed ones. They are quite drapey and lightweight. It makes you question whether it's cotton. It's not your usual stable cotton. It's drapey. You'd think it's a viscose, but yeah, it's soft. And if it's cotton, it works for me. So I made her this, which she loves. And I also made her this. I think if you've watched one of my made videos, I showed this. I made out of a cotton spandex, which is also drapey, but not as drapey as the other. And still use the viscose pieces for the sleeves. And I also made a matching one for myself using the Frankie Tee. I'll attach a picture of both of us in these matching ones. And this is the version I made myself. I made myself this, and actually she loves it when we match, and I'm going to take advantage of that while she's still young, because I know once she grows up I want to be her fashion idol, fashion icon, or someone who knows what is in style, because soon, before we know it, I won't be fashionable mommy anymore. But I made myself this, and she loves it when we stand and match in the same clothes. So this is her version, and this is my version. And I used the till and the buttons Frankie Tee. Yes, Frankie Tee, and I sewed up size 2. However, I don't know, the very first time I traced off this pattern, I blended into the hips at size 3, because that's where I lie with till and the button sizes. But in all honesty, it's a t-shirt and it's quite loose fitting at the bottom, so I ended up taking in most of it so that it's not so big at the bottom. And it's the same fabric, viscose and jersey fabric, although this jersey is a bit drapey, but it works perfect. I'll attach a picture of us matching in this. My next make is also, it's my other next make. I got around to cutting up so many t-shirts, and that was after I just replaced my overlocker. You were here, you had me mourning about my broken overlocker when I replaced it, and trust me, this new one was in shock because it was sewing so many t-shirts. And yeah, I made this that I'm wearing also. I'll show you. This is the till and the buttons Frankie Tee. So I'm showing them the fit I have with it, so you will know how the other fits on me. And this is how it fits. And I think this is I don't think this is a cotton spandex because it has very little recovery, but I think it's a single jersey fabric. It has some flamingos on top, and I made sure I didn't make the mistake of making them upside down. And this is the fit with the top. I have a feeling I might have taken it in a bit more for better shaping, but yeah, let me stand further and show you. So it fits on me, and I went for black short sleeves. However, I top stitched over here with my cover stitch machine, and we know there's no way you can change thread in between to attach some black, to use black thread over here, black thread over here, then go back to white at the back. So I wasn't so sure whether it looked nice that way. I was at the verge of unplugging, picking out the thread and just leaving it plain, but yeah, probably it's a good design feature because it didn't misbehave. It tried to line up nicely. Yeah, and that's my t-shirt. That's the Frankie Tee. So I made 2 Frankie Tees. These 3 makes I'm going to show you. I've reviewed them on other different videos. I won't go much into detail about them. Probably I'll attach the videos in the cards up here and in the description box below. And I pattern tested the Love Notions Sunday Romper pattern. If you've been here, you've probably seen the video, and this was my pattern test piece. I'll attach pictures here of both makes and attach a link in the description box for the video, but I pattern tested the Sunday Romper pattern. And this is it. I'm going to attach a lines drawing image here and pictures of the finished one. It features a V-neck, which allows for easy pulling up and down. We know what happens with jumpsuits. And this has dormant sleeves, and of course they've got pockets, and it was a lovely romper. And this pattern comes with a knee-length version skirt, a maxi skirt version. Then it comes with capri jumpsuits, with a capri jumpsuit and also a knee-length jumpsuit. However, this pattern is also drafted. There's also a version for girls, little girls. So if you ever want to match with your daughters or the little girls in your lives, that would be an ideal one. I'm hoping to get one. I didn't pattern test the kids one, but I'm hoping to get it to make something with scrap fabric. I love making for my daughter because at the moment most of her makes are scrap busters. If you have those small pieces that you can't use for anything, I always end up using them for her clothes. And if you're making a raglan t-shirt or a t-shirt, you just need the middle part and sharing the sleeves with any other and use something else for the sleeves. And then, so this is what I made, and it has pockets. And I went ahead and also made the dress version, and it also comes with a sleeveless version. And I reviewed both these, and I know this is not as colorful as the other, but I like the subtle color it offers sometimes when you just want to be dressed down. And it's a knee-length dress. I'll also attach a picture. I made this out of a viscose fabric I bought off eBay. It's more red than orange, although the camera will show you orange, but it's more red than it is. I know they called it tomato red. Yep. And then this was made out of, what do they call it? It was a rib knit jersey I bought from Minova. I just wanted a basic color. It's olive green, olive color. And yeah, I like how it turned out. And definitely another Love Notions pattern. This is the Rhapsody dress. I also reviewed it. It's my second last video. I reviewed this, and I'll also attach a lines drawing about this pattern, but most especially I'll attach a card up here and a card to the video review of this pattern. And also I think I also wrote a blog post about this pattern. I'll attach it in the description box. And this was originally drafted for a blouse, and it features 9 sleeve versions. I'll attach the links. I can't go into details because we might spend the whole day here. And I made the dress version, knee-length dress, and I went for cap sleeves. And it's a good beginner-friendly pattern, but not complete beginner, experienced beginner. And I sold it out of a viscose crepe or crinkle viscose I picked up from Fabrics for All that week when the fabric shops finally opened. I popped into there. And oh, I forgot to tell you, I also had another selfless make. I made the simple Sew Cocoon dress pattern. Camera please, focus. Is it focusing? Yeah. And I made this in a size 18 for a friend of mine. Yes, I don't sew for many people. I don't sew for anyone else. I sew for people in my house, but I rarely sew for anyone else. But I sewed it for a good friend of mine. She was turning 40. I asked her if she could allow me to say her age here. She was turning 40. I'll attach pictures of her in there, in this dress. And it was during lockdown, so you could see someone from another household but keep at a distance. So she came to drop off fabric in my garden. We stayed at a distance. I gave her a tape measure to measure herself. I didn't want to make anything that I really needed to fit too much onto her body, because that would have made her coming into the house, fit on the dress. So I just needed basic measurements. I made this before for myself, and it comes together pretty fast. It features a front seam, the front pieces, and then the back is cut on the fold. I omitted the front seam since it's not doing anything whatsoever because I was using fabric. It's called a dashiki fabric in an African wax print, so I didn't want to destroy the print, so I didn't want to split it at all. So I omitted the front seam, and I sewed it as a complete piece. I did splendid pattern matching. I was giving myself a pat in the back that when I turned, unfortunately I don't have the dress to show you, but when I turned it, even the print was matching at the back. Yeah, I made that for her, and I made it in a size 16. She was going to have a barbecue in her house because at her home she couldn't go anywhere, but she still wanted a beautiful dress for her 40th birthday, so I made that for her. And then I'll change it to this. Let's tell you about it. This is my final make. It's the Serene Tee. I think it's Serene Tee by Glasshouse Patterns, if I'm not mistaken. Glasshouse Patterns, and it's a free pattern if you sign up for their newsletter. So another free pattern. I've shared the leggings, and this is also a free pattern if you sign up for their newsletters. And I made size 2. It's drafted for size 1 to size 8. I'll stand up and show you. It's meant to have negative ease around the bust area, and then it's quite free around the waist and the hip area. Let me show you what it looks like, the fit of it. It actually fits good. And look at that pattern matching. You can't tell there's a seam here, there's a seam here. And I was chuffed about the pattern matching. There's also a seam here. And everything matched up nicely. This is the fit. I don't know if I can go much further than this. I can't climb over my chair, but yeah, this is the fit. The back, the front, and the side. Actually, it's your basic tee. I like that it's free, so it comes. I use the viscose jersey fabric, and I think it's ideal for such a pattern because it's not meant to be fitted. So it drapes really nice and doesn't end up looking bulky and shabby. It's not curved, it has a straight seam. And yeah, and this is a free pattern if you sign up for the newsletter. If you don't want to sign up for the newsletter, it's £9. Yeah. My final make. Thank you for watching this video. It's been a long one. Thank you for sitting through it. At the moment, I can't promise you on a plans video because I no longer plan at this point in life, but right now I'm working on a fringe dress by Choke and Notch in the fabulous cotton on fabric I was gifted by Fabrics for All, and I'm hoping I'll show you all about it soon. And I'm also in the middle of another pattern test for Love Notions. I'll show you all about it probably next week. And also something else that's happening. I'm having a collaboration with Adele from Button and Pip. That's sewing for men, and this month we are sewing men's t-shirts, and we're going to compile a list of men's patterns that people are sharing with us, and we shall compile a database on our individual blogs, so it will be a good place to refer to whenever you want to make t-shirts for the men in your life. I discussed all in detail about this collaboration in my previous video. That's the giveaway, and I'm also holding a 1000 subscribers giveaway. Entry is still on. You can enter up to Friday this week. That will be the 10th if I'm not mistaken. Who knows what the dates are this lately. I tend to forget what the day of the week and the date of the month. I just go with whatever I think makes sense. So this Friday, that's when the entry closes, and if you want to know all about the giveaway, I'll still attach the link in the cards here. And that's all that's happening, and thank you for watching. And if you sat through this video and you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye bye.